In this video, we're going to go over how you can look into the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF flow data. The reason why this is so powerful is that you can start to see on a institutional and more traditional finance view on what the inflows and outflows are for the two most large cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's do a quick disclaimer and let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so one of the best spots to look at the ETF data is on a platform called CoinGlass.com. And once you're on CoinGlass.com, simply go under Market, and then you can look at our Bitcoin ETF, so you see institutions, or your Ethereum ETFs. So let's go ahead and click on Bitcoin ETF, and let's start to dig in and see what it is telling us. So the first page you'll be on is this Bitcoin ETF overview, talking about the total volume, total market cap, total assets under management. And it'll let you know the different tickers of each Bitcoin ETF. You can see all these. There's about 19 on the front page, but there are a few other ones lower. And you can see at what price these are trading. For example, BlackRock's IBIT. Sorry for my cat's tail there. You can look at the price that it's trading at. You can see the volume and so on and so forth. But what I really like to view is not the overview tab, but the flows tab. This flows tab gives you some very interesting data. So if I look at the flows tab, you can see total Bitcoin spot ETF net flow inflows in BTC. You can also switch it to USD. So at the top, we have all of our issuers. We have Grayscale, we have BlackRock, we have Fidelity. And below, we have our days of the week. And if we go all the way over to the right-hand side, we can see the total inflows or outflows for the ETFs. So for example, on the 20th, there was a $6.4 million inflow for the Bitcoin ETF. On the 19th, there was net zero. On the 18th, 388 million, 216 million, and so on and so forth. So you can see whether there are more positive inflows than the outflows, as well as if you go down to this nice chart at the bottom where it says total Bitcoin spot ETF net inflow, you can see during periods of high inflows, those often coincide with the price of Bitcoin moving up. And during periods of high outflows, you can see in the yellow or orange here, that coincides with the price of Bitcoin going down. So what you can do here is start to look at what the institutions are doing. Are they buying Bitcoin consecutively? Are they buying a lot of it? Or are they selling it consecutively or selling a lot of it? So really cool. Another one that's really cool to see is the AUM, how much Bitcoin is being held by these ETF issuers. You can see over here in January 2024, there was about $27 billion in Bitcoin held by these asset managers. And currently there are $113 billion in Bitcoin held by these asset managers. Really powerful stuff. So hopefully that gives you an idea of looking at the flows for the Bitcoin ETF. Now, if we want to go to the Ethereum ETF, we can just go here to this button where we can now see the ETH ETF flows. We can click this to USD as well. And we can start to see an 11 million outflow on the 20th. Net zero on the 19th, and then we have 19 million plus 11 million plus 21 million and so on and so forth. And we have the same chart here. We can start to look at our institutions buying the ETH ETF, and you can see that coincides with the price of ETH moving up, or are they selling, where you can see over here where it coincides with the price moving down. So hopefully that was helpful. This was really quick, but that is really all you need to know besides doing your own research and seeing how this can help you in your own analysis. Personally, every single day, I like to look at these and start to look at the trends. Are the ETF issuers buying or selling more of ETH, more of Bitcoin? Are they buying both? Are they selling both? And it can be a great addition to your overall analysis. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys in the next video.